And at least it's kind of pretty. I don't know. It's not very polished because I did most of it in a dark ass room with a dark ass camera. So it didn't quite. It looked a lot better in that situation than it did when I actually went into the bathroom and turned on the lights and looked at my face. But I will say it doesn't look terrible either, and it's goddamn it, it's good enough. I like that one. I like that ombre effect it has. I feel pretty, oh so pretty, so pretty and right. I feel pretty. Okay. Um, so this episode of the Jordyn series is about HRT. And I may or may not had to have looked that up on Google to figure out what it was. And I may not have discovered that it supposedly stands for hormone replacement therapy. And I was like, and I may or may not have been like, oh, I'm doing that. So, I feel silly. So silly. I'm really tired. I tried to draw on eyebrows, but I didn't actually cover my real eyebrows, so you can kind of see them. They don't look that bad, or maybe they just look terrible and it's like 3:45 a.m. and this is a terrible camera, so everything looks beautiful. But yeah, don't judge me. Just because I don't think of it as HRT. I call it many things. I call it the bloody rebirth of Jordyn, or gettin the E. That's GETTINDAE. Gettin the E. You know, like a different letter, except the same kind of gettin'. I get the other letter too. I get every letter of the alphabet. Unfortunately, including T. So, oh, my hair looks really cool in that particular area, and only in that area. So anyway, HRT, it's supposed to be hormone replacement therapy, and that is basically when you go under hormone treatment to rebalance the hormones in your body. Every human being has both estrogen, the female hormone, and testosterone, the male hormone. However, females have more estrogen and testosterone, and men vice versa. And that's one of the things that causes their biology to create these certain said characteristics. Secondary sex characteristics and primary sex characteristics. Well, mostly secondary. That help create their identity as said gender. So, as a transgender, you obviously have the wrong hormones dominating, so you have the wrong characteristics. So what you do is you take some sort of blocker to cancel out your biological hormones. So in my case, since I'm a trans woman, I would take T blockers to block out my T. And then I would take estrogen to add to the estrogen in my body, allowing for the estrogen down with testosterone. And it won't do anything right away, but over time it will begin the development of secondary sex characteristics of a female due to the influx of estrogen. Which basically means I'm going through a second puberty. Now, I recently just started this, about 3 weeks back, as I said in my last video. So, how has that affected me? Well, it's a little too early to be seeing some effects now, although I have been told that my face looks thinner and slimmer and curvier. And I do feel a little bit curvier, but I think that might just be a placebo of me having the hormones, and I want to believe myself to be curvier, and now that I have something that's making me curvier, or going to, I feel like I am curvier, but I might not actually be curvier. You catch my digs? So, like, not much physical is happening. However, my computer is having an exorcism moment, and it's weird, and it's freaking me out, because it's like 4 a.m. So... However, it has turned me into even more of a psychotic bitch than I really am. And that's a problem, because I was pretty psychotic already. So now I'm just going to end up on the Maury show. So I'm not a teenager, so not really. Plus I don't think that show's a thing anymore. But, I'm just really moody, basically, and with estrogen, having influxes of it can make you more emotionally unstable or more emotionally sensitive, so you tend to experience heightened emotions. So when you're feeling a set emotion, you will feel more of a heightened of that set emotion and will experience a stronger feeling of the emotion. Like if you're happy, you'll be like super happy. If you're sad, you'll probably cry a lot until your water leaves your body and your skin dries up and you're hella thirsty, more than you probably already were. If you're mad, then I hope America has hid their atomic weapons very well. Because if you get your hands on them, everybody fucked. Yeah. Another interesting thing that's going to happen in this video is that I'm going to now, so what I do is I'm supposed to take one of each a day. I take pills. You can take either pills or patches for estrogen, and testosterone tends to be injected directly into your bloodstream. So I take my pills twice a day, one of each, my estrogen and my T blockers, during each time. So that's 4 pills all day. And I take it once before work, and I take it once after work. So before work is around early afternoon, and after work is, well, now. So, I've decided to make it a thing to have you all experience the beauty of child rebirth and watch me take my pills. So, I have them right here. Yay. How convenient. I apologize, I'm so tired and dead all the time. I'm trying to be funny and it's only working a little bit. But you should probably say it's working all the time so I feel better. So I don't kill you. Because I make a hit list. And then during the time when I get mad and my madness gets heightened, I have said hit list and I know who I gotta chop off this earth next. I look really good in this camera. I think I could do it without it. Okay. So I go to Colin Lord because they have hormones very cheap for youth cis peoples, which are people under the age of 24. And I love their slogan. You can't really see because the camera is inverted, but you might be able to read backwards fluently. So it says, "We get you." And it's like, oh, they get me. They get everyone. That's a lot of people to get. Some of them got their own plot twisting ass. Fucking, I killed my grandmother and hid in the basement or something backstory. So, tough job. This is the estrogen. The specific name of the pill is called estradiol. It is 1 milligram mg, 100 grams, and so here's the thing. There's a very complicated medical thing with estrogen and testosterone too, but I don't know much about that, obviously, that I'm getting into. They go through all the side effects of taking estrogen as a trans woman with you. One of them is liver damage. The influx of estrogen can potentially hasten your liver's functions, which is to remove toxins from the body, which is very bad because if you have too high levels of toxins, you're going to still have some problems. Which is a reason as to why you shouldn't have too much alcohol because that obviously also hastens the liver. Which is really sad. It'd be really sad. But I'll get to that when we have a video about feelings or something. Because of that, you are not to swallow these, because then they'll go through your digestive system and pass through your liver and start directly impacting it. So what you have to do is get it more directly into the bloodstream, unless you a crack whore or something, hero whore, meth whore, and have singe needles lying around that you can just crush up the pills and inject yourself with them. You can't really do that except one way, where what you do is you take the pill, it dissolves in water, so it'll dissolve in your saliva gas mouth, and you put it under your tongue and leave it there until it completely dissolves. It's very small, so that shouldn't take more than like 3 minutes, and that will allow it to go to a path separate from your system, and probably not directly, but very close to your bloodstream, maybe lymphatic system. So it will start impacting your ass without impacting your liver. Yeah, so I'm gonna do it as follows. Slip under the tongue, and I'm gonna talk really, so I can keep it in there. And while it gets dissolved, I'm going to talk about this other thing, which is my tea blocker. It's called spironolactone. And what it does is basically combat the estrogen and denature it and prevent it from working, so that your estrogen can take over. I don't think my videos is supposed to be this long, so I'm gonna wrap it up soon. So, this tail can go through, so you can just swallow it. Like that. It tastes kind of weird. I want to drink it with something. So, it is pretty much dissolved, so I can keep talking. Yeah, that's how I estrogen every day, twice a day. Sometimes I forget and I get really mad at myself, obviously, because that's really... I mean, like, I forget things all the time, so I just like, oh, whatever, you know, but that's really shitty thing to forget, you know? Because this is what Jesus intended, truly. So it must happen. I'm a Lord lady. I'm really not, but I do believe in Jesus a lot. Like, really strongly, prominently, because I'm always fucking up, and then something is, like, protecting me. Like, there are instances where, like, I could almost very closely fuck up, and then I don't fuck up because someone, like, saves me from it. Like, I'll drop my wallet, and they'll be like, oh, here's your wallet. And I feel like that's the Lord himself from above sending his little saviors to come protect me from evil, or whatever. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. So, I'm gonna stop this video at 20 minutes. I feel like everyone is gonna get mad at me because it's too damn long. But, I don't know. So, that's really... I'm weak. It's been about 2 weeks. 'Cause 2 weeks and 2 days. 2 weeks and 2 days it's been. It's not enough time to see any effects. So, I'm just gonna keep you posted on things that are changing in my videos. It's actually a very convenient time to be starting up the collab channel because it's just when I start hormones. So I will be able to do that whole, hey guys, 5 months on estrogen, holla at me bitches kind of thing, and just keep you updated on any occurrences in my physique. So that's pretty cool. I want my beard to go away. I was gonna, like, do a whole face of makeup, and I'm just like, it's really stupid to do that for a fucking, like, 20-minute video. Okay, I think I have to stop talking now, and end it. So, I'm gonna try to go off on less tangents in my future videos, so I can make this a more informative trip.